Hello there and welcome to another video from Change Tips and Tools. And here I am again, Phil, the Brummie that hails from Birmingham, England. This video is part 6 of our second Power BI training series, where we will continue to add our visuals. And today I will show you how to add dynamic navigation buttons to your report. Let's do this. Okay, let's carry on where we left off and let's get this resource, portfolio resources page done, and then make a start on our portfolio budget page. So let's reuse some things here. So let's go to portfolio summary. Let's take this title. I'm going to do Control Copy. Go back to portfolio resources, can do Control V. Let's just change that to be resources. Great. Now I want to do some card summaries for my total demand, capacity and availability. So again, let's go back to the portfolio summary. Let's take one of these cards, do Control Copy. Go to portfolio resources. I'm just going to do Control V. And let's just move this up here and let's change the dimensions of this. So go to Format Visual, General. I'm going to go to the Properties and let's make this 75 by 127. Yeah, that looks all right. Let's move that down a little bit. Then we're going to do Control Copy, Control V. And do Control V again. Put this to the edge there. Make sure this is to the edge. Yep. Then hold down the Shift key. I'm going to select each one. I'm going to go to the Format ribbon, the Alignment options, and I'm going to distribute horizontally. There you go. So I must have got it right perfect first time. So let's take this first card and let's change this to total demand. So go to the calendar. There's total demand. Let's just drag and drop that in. Done. Let's go to the next card. Let's take total capacity. Drag and drop that in. And then let's take this one here and let's make this total availability. Drag and drop that in. And obviously we want to apply the availability rag to this. So again, with the card selected, format your visual, call out value. Let's go to the conditional formatting here. Format styles based on a field value. Expand the calendar and choose the availability rag and click OK. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all these here. I'm just going to select them all. I'm just going to move them down with the arrow key just to make some room for some navigation buttons here. So we want to be able to navigate eventually when we've got our resource capacity, demand, availability and utilization visuals in place. We want to be able to navigate to them as well as drill through to them as well. So I'm going to do Insert. I'm going to insert buttons here. I'm going to do the drop down and I just want a blank here. Let's take that and let's move it to there. Again, let me just look at the properties here. Let's make that slightly smaller height wise. Okay, that's good. Now let's go to the actual button. So as far as the shape is concerned, rectangle, but I want to make it rounded corners like so, and I'm going to go to General, and on the effects I'm also going to apply a border there as well. Let's make it light blue, it's consistent with the rest, and again make those rounded also and add that shadow. Okay, and go back to the button. So at the moment our state is default. I'm going to go to the style and I'm going to turn on the text here, and the first one is going to be capacity. That's my default, like so. And then as far as when I hover over it, because at the moment when I hover it nothing happens, is I'm going to make the font color white, and I'm going to go down to the fill, just turn that on, and I'm going to make it that blue there. When I hover, there you go, it changes. Boom. I'm then going to go back up to the state, and I'm going to go to on press, and again I'm going to change the font color to be white, and then when I press it, I'm going to make the fill, let's do more colors, select here, I want to be green. Yeah, that works for me. When I click it, it goes green. I'm now happy with that. I'm going to do Control Copy, and I'm going to do Control V 4 times, well 3 times. There we go. And let's just move these. Make sure they're aligned. Yeah. And all I'm going to do, Shift key, select them all. Format. I'm going to do align and distribute horizontally, so they're just the same. And I'm going to take each one now. Let's select this one. This one should be demand. So on the style, I'm going to select the default option, and then with that selected style, I'm just going to change the text to be demand for our demand navigation. I'm going to take this one here, and again the text, I'm going to make that on default to be availability. And then this one, I'm going to change this to be utilization. Done. So let's put the navigation in there. So this is going to navigate to a resource utilization. So shrink the style down. And now let's do the action. So the action is going to be page navigation, and it's going to navigate to the resource utilization page. Then go select availability, turn on that action. It's going to be navigation type. Destination is going to be the availability. Then select the demand, turn on the action, and it's going to be page navigation again, and the destination this time is going to be demand. And then finally on capacity, turn on the action, type is page navigation, and we're going to navigate to capacity. Done. So now if I hold down, see that it's time to hold down the control key to follow the link. So if I hold down the control key, press that, I'll then go to the capacity page. It's exactly what I wanted it to do. And that, to me, all looks good. Now let me just check these filters here. Because I know originally when we did this, it didn't impact this, but actually I was thinking, it'd be good to be able to select a period and then see what the utilization was, what the resource availability was over that period of time, and actually get these to actually interact with each other. So with the skill set selected, I'm going to do format, edit interactions. So these are all fine, and the resource is all fine and works with these cards up here. But now if I select this one, I'm actually going to make it impact that. I'm going to make it, and it filters, works on that also. If I select the resource availability, again, I'm going to make that impact that. And again, by default, it's filtering these, which means now if I turn that off, if I select the first month, I I can then hold down my shift key and select multiple months and see what's going on. You can see how it's all interacting with each other. Now, the only one that I probably don't want doing any kind of filter with here. So again, if I just click that and then click again, takes the filter off. Again, if I took the edit interactions, if I take this one here, and there's no filters around any of this, and if I select this one, I don't want it doing, well, let's see what that looks like actually. So if I select that one, and there we go. Actually, yeah, I like that. Select this one. Again, I can hold down the shift key and select multiples if I want. I'll hold down the control key and select different points. Yeah, it works fine. Right. So let's stick with that. So that's the resourcing now done. Now those don't look actually in line. So let's just make sure these are aligned. Let's hold them all. Let's do a line to the top. There we go. That's better. They're all aligned now. Right. Let's make a start on the portfolio budget. So again, I'm all for reusing stuff here without to do these things quickly. So let's take these here. So I'm going to hold down my shift key, select all of our filters here. I'm going to do control copy, go back to my portfolio budget, and again this is where the template, creating that background template. So I do control V and fits perfectly. If I take this one here, I want to change the skill set to be of a category. So if I go to portfolio expert, get rid of the skill set and then drag and drop the category in there and just make the column consistent. Wonderful. I can then take the portfolio financial summary here. So this is budget versus actuals. So we're going to have this. So I'm going to do control copy, go to my portfolio budget, and we're going to do control V to paste that. Let's just move that up slightly. I'm just going to change the dimensions of this. So again, so on format your visual, then do general properties. I'm going to make that there 241, make it slightly. Let's change the width. I don't want it so wide. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the title here, because we don't need the financials on the front, so I'm just going to delete that. Perfect. And then I'm going to take that, I'm going to do control copy and control V. And let's put that there. But this time, I want this to be so this is a clustered column chart. I want it to be a clustered bar chart. So all I've got to do is literally, it'll keep all the formatting that we did on the data series. And if I just select over here, the clustered bar chart, it's remembered the formatting. Now again, on the formatting general, let's change that title to be budget versus actuals by category. And I'm going to go back to the actual data, add data to your visual here, and I'm going to get rid of the year and month here. So I'm going to get rid of that and get rid of the month. Then I'm just going to put category in there. Wonderful. Look how quickly we did that. So let's just do the filters on these again. So I'm going to take this one here, format, edit interactions, and again I'm just going to check that this all works properly. So filter and filter, let's do the program and find the project. Then again, to check the interactions between these two visuals, again I want it to filter, going to select this one, and I want it to filter that one as well. So I'll tick that. So now everything seems to work fine. Boom. Right. So that's where I'm going to end this video. In the next video, we will finish off our portfolio budget and get that done. And we'll also add our projects budget drill through for this. And then hopefully will be the final video, which should come out shortly afterwards. We will then do the drill throughs for the resourcing in the interactions, and then publish our new report to the Power BI space workspace for our users. So I hope you found that interesting. If so, please really help the channel to click that like, subscribe, and smash that notifications button for future content. And as always, I wish you an absolutely wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video from Change Tips and Tools. Bye bye now.